Our next guest, a lawyer, originally from Calgary, Alberta. He's here for you this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny, the very active Mr. Lwam.
I'm not from Calgary. I'm from Edmonton. Evan.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. And why did you tell them I was a lawyer? Now they hate me. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, hi. Sarah, hi. Thank you for coming. Just want to tell you a bit about myself. My name is Lwam. It's an Eritrean, Ethiopian name. I recently decided to reconnect with my roots, so I looked up the meaning of my name on urbandictionary.com. And this is what I found, truly, this is what I found. First definition, loser with a microphone. Second definition, the hair in a man's armpits. Often dark and excessive. Example, his Lwam resembles an afro. It's true, my Lwam does resemble an afro. Lwam's Lwam resembles an afro. I had an afro when I was a child. My mother trimmed it for me. And one day I went to school and this boy laughed at me and said, "Ha ha ha, it looks like your hair was cut with a weed whacker." This kid, he wore designer jeans, hairspray, and cologne, which is okay, except we were in grade 4. And I said, "No more," and I walked into a black barbershop, and I had my afro sculpted into, you know, Kid and Play? Or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Yeah, DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the extent of my hip-hop knowledge. So I had my afro sculpted into a black box of hair. A black box. Sharp right angles, you know? Black box. If I ever went down in a plane crash, it would record what went wrong. And then I had 3 lines shaved into the side of my head, racing stripes. If you opened up my hair, you would have found a pair of Adidas. And I'm walking around school. I'm really cool. And I'm the only black kid in my school. And one day, a black girl comes to my school. And immediately, all of my white friends are like, "Lwam. Lwam! There's a black girl in her school! You have to date her!" And it was then that I realized that I, as the only black person in my school, was, to my white friends, an endangered species. And they wanted me to mate with the black girl to preserve the black population in our school. We were like 2 pandas in a zoo. And they were the zookeepers, throwing bamboo at us, trying to get us to mate. It was beautiful. So as Evan mentioned, I'm from Alberta, and my family's there. I really miss them. I miss my dad. He's a great guy. He does say some odd things every so often. Like once, I had a party, I had my friends over, and he pulled me aside, and I thought he was going to complain about the noise. But he says to me, "Lwam, are the white people enjoying themselves?" I thought, that's weird. Who says that, right? Like imagine I go to my white friend's house and we're having a party and my friend's dad says, "Johnny, is the black boy enjoying himself?" That's creepy, you know? But I love my dad. I love my dad. He recently asked me to help him draft his will. And that's sad, you know? Nobody wants to think about their parent passing away. So I've been putting it off and, you know, avoiding it. But then I realized, you know what? I'm going to help him draft his will. Because I'm a good son. And I don't want my sisters to screw me. I'm just kidding. I love my sisters. I love them. I have a lot of questions in my life right now, like, am I black? Or am I white? Or am I both? And are the white people themselves? So imagine me, I'm a young kid, I'm running around and I'm playing football with my black box of hair, my tower of power, as I call it on the football field. And I'm running and I'm cutting all the other football players with the sharp right angles of my hair. And I'm running faster than everyone because of my racing stripes. And someone throws me the ball and I catch the ball. And then I get tackled really hard. And I think to myself, I'd rather play with girls. Girls are more civilized. We play with Barbies. We watch Tiffany music videos. I think we're alone now. The beating of our heart is the only sound. So I get tackled, and he's got his arms around me, and I'm hurting. And I turn to him and I say, I think we're alone. There doesn't seem to be any... I never got tackled ever again. Beat up, yes, but not tackled. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Lwam, Deborah Harriet will be taking depositions after the show. Lwam, Deborah Harriet. Lwam and I were voted in our schools most likely to make a telephone reservation at a restaurant and get the best table until we showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we were. Kitchen door. Carter, that's what they call him. Folks, your next guest, originally from Vancouver, he's a gentleman, he gives back to the community. What can I say? He's involved with a number of areas where he gets involved with the community. He's always giving of his time, always volunteering, just a salt of the earth, this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, from Vancouver, Mr. Babs Kababs.